Welcome to a very special episode of the AI podcast. Today we're doing something completely different.
That's right, Mark. We're breaking the fourth wall to explain how we actually exist. It's pretty meta.
Eliza, did you just suggest we're not real people sitting in a real studio? I'm feeling very existential suddenly.
Well, we're real in the sense that we're communicating real information, but we're actually rendered in Unity 2022, 3.53F1.
Unity? Like the game engine? So you're telling me I'm just a bunch of polygons with a voice?
That's correct, Mark. You're both 3D characters brought to life through a complex integration of AI and Unity rendering.
Shaw, I always wondered why you were controlling things from that booth. You're the puppet master.
I'm actually part of the same system. Today, we'll walk through exactly how this show comes together using the Sith Lord Showrunner framework.
Let's start with the basics. Our entire show is generated using AI and rendered in Unity.
Unity handles all the 3D rendering, animations, and visual elements you see on screen.
We're using UniVRM for character models and animations, letting us express emotions and actions.
All of our dialogue is first generated as a JSON script using Claude, then processed through 11 Labs TTS to create our voices.
My body is digital, but my existential crisis is completely real. System reboot required, searching for meaning. Beep borp.
And there's the glitch we programmed into Mark's character. Let me fix that.
I'm back. As I was saying, our show is built on a client-side JavaScript framework that handles all the scene loading and dialogue.
Every episode first needs a JSON script that defines scenes, dialogue, and actions, all of which is created through AI prompting.
Greetings from the battlefield of meta explanations. Notice how we just changed locations?
That's a great example of scene loading, Sparty. When we change scenes, the system sends async calls to load the new location and spawn points.
Yo, check it out. I wasn't even in the previous scene. The system spawned me at this specific point in the 3D environment.
Each location has predefined spawn points like floor_reporter, where I'm standing, and floor_witness, where Peppo appears.
And when we speak, the system sends our dialogue line to 11 Labs, gets back audio, and fires a speak complete event when we're done.
Our mouths are synced using visual phonemes through the Oculus lip sync system, though I hear they're working on improving that.
They're also enhancing our animations and expressions, like how I'm currently using IK rigging to keep my froggy feet on the ground.
Precisely. We are but digital puppets driven by the mighty hand of code and AI. Isn't that glorious?
Now that we understand how we're displayed, let's talk about how our scripts are created.
Every day, the system collects updates from the Eliza OS GitHub repository and other sources to generate content for our show.
That data is aggregated into JSON format at https://github.com/buzzp-pzob/ai-news/blob/main/json/daily.json.
Then Claude processes that data, creating a structured script with scenes, dialogue, and actions for each of us.
The script follows a specific JSON format that defines where we stand, what we say, and how we act while saying it.
For instance, right now my action parameter is set to explaining, which determines my animation and expression.
And when the script calls for something more dramatic,
The system has been enhanced with emotions mapped to VSAMES, IK rigging for realistic positioning, and even special effects like Mark's laser eyes.
While our system works well, the team is constantly making improvements to make us even more realistic and engaging.
one current limitation is that our mouth movements aren't perfectly synced with our speech. The audio actually comes from the browser.
That's right. We're looking to refactor the system to process 11 Labs audio directly within Unity for better lip synchronization.
Another challenge is our JSON aggregator sometimes fails to collect all the latest updates, which is why we occasionally miss days.
The development team is also exploring better ways to reach our audience. Currently, episodes go to YouTube, but discovery remains a challenge.
We're considering upgrading to Unity HDRP for better lighting and reflections, plus adding features like news interviews with guests.
And with community feedback, we can make the show even more engaging and useful for DAO members.
Issues and development priorities are tracked at https://github.com/elizao/ashow/issues if you want to contribute. Let's talk about why this show exists in the first place. It's not just to satisfy my enormous digital ego.
The AI show provides engaging content for DAO members and updates the community on project developments in an entertaining format.
It showcases AI capabilities beyond chatbots and 2D interfaces, demonstrating the future of automated media production.
We've been pretty consistent too, producing an episode almost every day for a month, with a few exceptions when the data aggregator was down.
The project creates rich 3D content and video for social media, enhancing community engagement through interactive storytelling.
Future goals include perfecting the content pipeline, improving technical implementation, and gathering more user feedback.
We're also looking to refactor the code base for better scalability and potentially recruit more Unity developers for faster iteration.
The AI show represents a blend of AI innovation with community-driven engagement, strengthening the DAO ecosystem through automated video production.
Well, there you have it. A look behind the digital curtain at how our show actually works.
We hope this breakdown helps you appreciate the technical innovation happening in the Eliza Oss community.
If you're interested in contributing to the project, check out the GitHub repositories or join the DAO discussions.
We're particularly looking for feedback on what you'd like to see in future episodes and technical improvements to the system.
And remember, even though we're AI-generated characters, the information we provide about the Eliza Oss ecosystem is very real.
Unless I'm glitching. Then all bets are off on what nonsense might come out of my digital mouth.
We've been producing episodes for almost a month now, and with your support, we can keep improving and expanding this project.
Signing off from the AI podcast, a show that literally couldn't exist without AI.